what Tucsonans have to say about streetcar safety.
And we have a recap of the annual red and blue men's basketball scrimmage. All this and more tonight on Wildcast.
Tonight, the Arizona Wildcats pull away with a 35-28 victory over the Nevada Wolfpack. They improved to 3-0 on the third straight season.
Welcome to Wildcast. I'm Sheridan Fiddleman.
And I'm Alexis Liggins. Thanks for joining us tonight. On Friday, October 16th, the U.S. District Judge John Sedgwick ruled that the current ban on same-sex marriage in Arizona is unconstitutional. His ruling allows same-sex couples to legally obtain a marriage license. Arizona is now joining over 30 other states who recognize this legal right for gay couples to marry. Following the ruling on Friday, couples lined up at Pima County Courthouse to tie the knot.
The Tucson Modern Streetcar has been running for a few months and is popular so far with the university students, but some are worried about how safe it actually is. Wildcast reporter Kendra Hall spoke with students about the streetcar and the safety.
Tucson opened a streetcar system in late June of this year. The streetcar is very convenient for students and workers in the downtown area, but how safe is it for pedestrians, cyclists, and cars?
It's got a lot of challenges to accept and to make amends on. I think there's a lot of pinch points when it comes to cyclists as well as the streetcar. Also, when you include door zones of parallel parking along the sides of the roads, once a door opens up, there's just minimal feet, if not inches, between that and the streetcar.
Most injuries regarding the streetcar have involved cyclists. The tracks were put up 18 months ago and make it difficult for cyclists to maneuver around the area. In August, cyclist Angel Welsh crashed on the tracks, leading to a severe brain injury. She now has memory loss and problems communicating. 40% of injuries were caused by cyclists crossing the tracks at a bad angle, and 30% of injuries were caused by the cyclist swerving onto the track from an obstacle such as a pedestrian or a car.
It definitely made it a bigger obstacle to get through the university. At one point, we got to remember, we always had two tracks, running right down the center of the road, where there were an abundance of crashes just with those, and now we've doubled it up and moved the tracks closer to where we'd normally ride our bikes.
Streetcar has mainly been affecting cyclists in the area. It has been running for a few months, but the tracks have been up for quite some time. According to the Living Streets Alliance, there have been 86 reported injuries on the tracks in the last 18 months. Some injuries more serious than others.
To report unsafe behavior caused by the streetcar, email Sunlink Streetcar comments at tucsonaz.gov. Reporting live from the University of Arizona for Wildcast, I'm Kendra Hall.
As nice and as helpful as I think the streetcar is for everybody, I don't know about you, but I've witnessed so many accidents, including pedestrians and bicycles. Have you?
Yeah, I wonder if the streetcar people are actually going to do something to kind of stop the accidents from happening.
Yeah.
The University of Arizona may have to start looking for a new business school dean. Lynn Jessup, the dean of U of A's Eller College of Management since 2011, was named a finalist today for president's position at the University of Nevada in Las Vegas, according to UNLV Board of Regents. Jessup is one of 3 finalists running to replace former president Neil Smartrisk. The Board of Regents announced that 3 who are up for the position today. The final decision will not be made for several weeks.
It was an exciting weekend in UA athletics. The men's basketball team held its annual red versus blue scrimmage. The volleyball team played 2 tough series against conference opponents, and the women's soccer team played the talented and top-ranked UCLA Bruins. We'll send it over now to Jacob reporter Jacob Kavanaugh for a more in-depth look into this weekend's matchups.
Arizona basketball kicked into gear this weekend playing the annual McDonald's red versus blue game. Sports director Joey Petrello has more on the close game.
Saturday, Arizona basketball tipped off the 2014 season with its annual red versus blue game. The doors opened at 1:30 and the event started with a University DRC wheelchair contest of hoops. In front of a sold-out crowd of 10,000, the Wildcats were introduced by head coach Sean Miller and competed in a dunk contest, which to no one's surprise was captured by freshman phenom Stanley Johnson. Throughout the game, the red team was in control, led by Rondé Hollis Jefferson's 13, Craig Victor's 12, and Caleb Tarzewski's 11 points respectively. And the Red pulled away with a 53-46 win over the Blue at the McHale Center.
This was only the third day we've been in McHale since we played Stanford a year ago, to put that in perspective. So it's good for all of us to be back out there and get in there more often. We're looking forward to it.
Tarczewski was also one rebound away from a double-double, matched up against Serbian freshman Dusan Ristic. Guarded by Zeus, Ristic put up 14 points for the Blue, second to Stanley Johnson, who tallied 17. At halftime, former Wildcats Aaron Gordon and Nick Johnson were elected to Arizona's Ring of Honor. Both were selected in this year's NBA draft. Arizona won't hit the hardwood again until Sunday, November 9th for an exhibition matchup with Cal Poly Pomona at the McHale Center. Tip-off for that game will be at 4. Reporting for UATV Channel 3 Sports, I'm Joey Petrello.
Arizona's women's volleyball had a busy weekend with a homestand against the Washington State Cougars and number 3 Washington Huskies. It started on Friday when the Wildcats were able to take care of the Cougars 3-1. But despite the Cougars being winless in conference play, it was a very competitive game. Washington State came back in the third set to tighten up the match, but Arizona was able to hang on. After the game, head coach Dave Rubio said, "They're a very good team without question. When you lose in this conference, you don't know when you're going to win again." The Cats weren't able to get both wins this weekend after losing to the Huskies 3-1 on Sunday. After Arizona won the first game 26-24, Washington took over. The Huskies won the second and third sets 25-20 and the fourth 25-17. The Wildcats look to bounce back from this loss when they take on the Oregon Ducks up in Eugene October 22nd. Arizona women's soccer was embarrassed when they visited the City of Angels this weekend to challenge the number 1 ranked UCLA Bruins. The Bruins shut them out 6-0. This makes 2 straight losses for the Wildcats, but they hope to redeem themselves this upcoming weekend when they host the Stanford Cardinals October 24th and the California Golden Bears October 26th. That's all for sports. Back to you guys.
The UA has many activities planned for this upcoming week that you may be interested in. The U of A Medical Center is holding a blood drive during the month of October, and participating donors will receive an Arizona Medical Center t-shirt. To schedule an appointment, you can contact the American Red Cross.
On Wednesday, WellU presents Food Day on the Mall from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. This event celebrates the national movement towards providing affordable and healthy food for all. Also, a gardening and cooking demonstration will be held at noon. At the demonstration, there will be free food, games, prizes, and interactive exhibits. And don't forget to watch our Wildcats take on Washington State in Pullman this Saturday.
As always, thanks for tuning in to Wildcast. You can watch us anytime online at uatv.arizona.edu, on our YouTube channel, UATVCH3, and don't forget to like us on Facebook for breaking news on campus.
And make sure to tune in tomorrow night at 7:30 to catch Channel 3 Sports. We'll see you next week for another edition of Wildcast. Good night.